Hey guys, so long day at the real job. I guess we'll call it that, even though it's terrible. I'm not. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done on this. As you can see, I haven't really done anything to it yet. I was dicking around a little bit just before grabbing the camera. I took out the disc rear for a sec just to kind of look at it, and then I took off the back door, which you can see now. I got that sitting right there. Then I looked through, and the guy, my friend who's letting me borrow this case, he gave me a bunch of screws. These are all the ones I had that he gave me that were in there. I'm hoping I'll have enough. These two sets here, one's for hard drive, one's for SSD. I'm not gonna have enough. He only had one hard drive and one SSD. I've got two hard drives, two SSDs. So I'm gonna have to figure something out there to make that work. And then, one thing I did learn. I was talking about this case in my other videos, and just mentioning how he was letting me borrow it, and I think I said that it was a Fractal Design S4 is what I said. Well, obviously to anyone who's watched this, I'm an idiot. It's an R4. It's an R4. Yeah, this is the Fractal Design R4, the windowless version. Yeah. There's too many cases to remember them all. And I don't get to do this fun stuff enough. Alright, so I'm going to get back into messing with this and see if I can get anywhere. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do about the hard drive and SSD. I know some people, whenever they don't have, they don't want to use the mounting brackets here, they'll use like 3M tape, and they'll just stick the mainly SSDs wherever they need to. I don't think I have any of the 3M tape, so I don't think that'll work. So I might just cheat and put two screws in each of them and just fucking pray that doesn't screw me over until my case arrives. So we can hope. All right. I'm going to get into this, and I'll check right back in with you whenever I get somewhere. Alright guys, so I'm not really making any fast progress on this or not. Got the case laid down to start messing with it. I looked, and I am missing a motherboard screw. It's only one, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem. I mean, this is only temporary anyways, so we're going to make that work. Here, though, is my motherboard. I wanted to show you guys what it actually looked like out of the box. Rampage 5 10th edition. I love this board. It is so beautiful. It's got just enough LEDs on it to make it, light up and be really pretty, but it's not over the top, and the actual color scheme on the board, as you can see, is nice and matte. Oh god, it's just so good looking. I did get the I/O shield put in. So next thing we gotta do is we gotta put the motherboard in, and then start actually installing the components on it. So yeah. Alright guys, so yeah, as you can see, I got the motherboard installed. I was missing a screw, so I didn't put one in that center hole there, but I did a circle basically around the board, so it should be fine until my case comes in. I got the CPU installed, and then I got the cooler on it. I haven't plugged it in yet though. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I hate that cooler has that ugly ass stuff on it. I might cut that off. But that's about where we are. Next step, I should probably plug in that fan and then get the DIMMs in. I don't think I'm going to do that tonight, though. It's starting to get late, and after the day at my other job that I had, I'm kind of wiped. So, methinks I'm going to call it quits for the night, and I'll pick this back up tomorrow. So yeah, well, this is where we're at right now. So, looking forward to continuing. I probably could have filmed more of me working on this guy, but I mean, you know, it's hard. It's really hard to work on a computer while you hold a camera, and I'm all by myself, so I don't really have anyone to hold it for me, and I don't think putting up a tripod would do any good, because it ended up just being behind me the whole time. Although, I guess I could put up the tripod at the back side of the desk back there and have it pointing down at the computer while I work on it. We might try that.
I don't know.
That was my phone. Bad phone. I might try that on the next installment. That way I can film a little bit more and go from there. But alright guys, yeah, I'm calling it quits for the night, and we'll pick this back up. Have a good one, guys. Hey guys, Spellcaster 4. I am currently rendering the first video for the build vlog. I've got it going right there on the laptop. It says 58 minutes left. Originally it was a 2-hour render, so yay. But yeah, I got it going, and as you may have noticed from that glance, I'm using Adobe Premiere now. Originally I was using a program called Lightworks. Lightworks is a like movie grade editor, and that's why I originally went with it. That, and it was free. They have a free version, which is pretty awesome. The only downside to it, though, is that it will only let you export to YouTube at 720p on the free version. That's why all my videos up until now have been 720p. Both the gameplay ones and these ones here, my vlogs. Now though, because I went ahead and got Premiere, I'm going to be able to export in whatever format I want, really. I think this one, I already forgot what I'm doing this one on. I think I have it set to match the source file, so it should be actually rendering out a 4K video. I think once it hits YouTube, it'll still only be a 1080p video, but because it's being down-resed, that should make it a prettier 1080 than regular 1080, if I understand how that works. So that's cool. The 4K shooting will only be in these videos here, anytime I do one of these vlogs or anything like that, because my camera's 4K, and I figure I might as well use it. When I record gameplay, which I promise eventually is going to be the bulk of the channel, once I get that done. Once I'm recording gameplay, that's all going to be recorded. I mean, if it's one of the older games, it's going to be in whatever resolution that game is in. You know, if I'm playing a game that's on the Super Nintendo or something, you know, there's no real high res there. But if I'm playing a modern game, and it's supported, it's going to be in 1440. If you guys remember my monitors, I went with the 1440p resolution monitor so I could get the extra frame rate instead of going 4K and having a reduced frame rate. So yeah, but that's where we are right now. I'm waiting for this video to get done, and once it's done, I'll upload it. I have a feeling it's probably going to take forever for me to upload it. So that right now it's the 22nd. That video will probably not be out until tomorrow. So, but there's my phone. God damn it. But yeah, I'm going to get it out as quick as I can. And then I'm going to just keep doing this and get the other ones lined out. But anyways, I figure let's go ahead and dig into the whole reason I'm doing this, and that would be the build vlog. So I haven't touched it since... Let me get adjusted here. I haven't touched it since the last video, which Hasn't been rendered yet, so you guys haven't seen it. But let me show you where we are currently sitting. So yeah, I'm terrible at this camera work, I know, guys. I know you love it. Alright. Get that door off. Okay, so there we go. I haven't opened this since I was last dicking with it. I guess last night. So I'm really happy to see that nothing's moved from where I last put it. That's good. I got the CPU cooler installed on the 6950X. And that's obviously sitting inside of my Rampage 5 10th edition, which is still the most beautiful freaking motherboard. I peeled off, they put like a plastic coating on this and one over here. I peeled this one off and that is just amazing looking. I mean, look at the reflection on it. One thing that was weird though, here, let me turn this a little bit, get the light in there. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but this right here, that's where your I/O is and stuff, right? And right here, where that shiny bit is, right in front of my finger, there's a lip, like a cutout that goes in there, and it runs all... I just hit my cooler. It runs all the way up here, right? And they had the little stick-on plastic that goes in there, but it didn't just pull off. And so it ended up tearing, and I got as much out of there as I could. But that was in, like... I don't know what they were thinking about doing that over at Asus, but that was a terrible idea. So as far as I know, there's still freaking plastic in here, like up in there. And there's nothing I can do about that, so... whatever, I guess. Anyways, yeah, I figure we're going to go ahead and dive back in here. I'm going to keep going as far as I can. Where we are at right now is time for some dims. So that's going to be pretty freaking cool. I can't wait to get those things in there again. They look so good. So damn good. But yeah, I'm going to try and do something a little bit different this time around. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to take my tripod and I'm going to set my tripod up. And I'm going to try and get it, I'm going to lay the case down. And I'm going to try and get the tripod pointed into the case. And let you guys actually see me while I work. I mean, you'll probably just see my hands and hear my voice and stuff. But I'm going to try that out and see what happens. I can't guarantee that video will actually make the light of day. I may not actually put that in. Because if I run into a whole, like, too much trouble and it's not, like, problems because of the product or something that would be educational to you guys, I don't think I'll put it in there. If it's just me not knowing what the hell I'm doing, basically, I don't really know if I want that on YouTube. So, we'll see. I might leave it in there just so you guys can have a good laugh at me. Whatever. But, alright, so yeah. Let's go ahead and get started again.